Hey YouTubers, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. Enjoy the video. Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. So today I want to talk about the Tournament of Power, the World of the Void, and how it's going to change as we get further and further along in the Tournament of Power. So everyone who knows, basically we are halfway done with the Tournament of Power, at least in terms of time. And in episode 111 we saw something really strange that I wasn't necessarily anticipating. I'm sure a lot of you also weren't, is that maybe the Grand Priest did it, maybe this is just the way the World of the Void works, we're not necessarily sure, but the entirety of the outside of the ring turned green instead of being black as night the entire time that we've actually been here. And I'm wondering whether we're going to see this actually keep occurring as time runs out. Now I know the pillar at the very middle of the ring is supposed to be the thing that's clicking down and keeping time, but honestly, visually, that doesn't necessarily work for us. We're not necessarily always looking at it, and at the same time, it doesn't necessarily seem to have fallen all that much. I mean, yes, it drops every now and then, but we don't necessarily know where it was. There's no way to actually take time and keep time, but it would be cool if instead of having to look at that pillar, we're actually looking at the surrounding area of the Tournament of Power in the World of the Void, and that's what's our ticking clock. Instead of people just constantly reminding us or something else like that, we are looking at how the World of the Void outside in the sky is changing. And honestly, I wasn't necessarily expecting that. I think it's actually kind of a cool thing. It would actually give us something else to look at, a little bit more of a changing of an environment situation. So we're not just in this tired, dark place for multiple episodes, because we all know, considering the fact that we've only had half of the tournament go by thus far in a 48-minute fight, we're gonna be here for a whole lot of time. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we're here through November, December, maybe even January, maybe even February. I mean, we're not necessarily sure how long this is going to take. They can start slowing down the time if they want, and they could keep us here forever. And if you think back to the Champa arc or the tournament between Universe 6 and 7 back in the day, that was a lot of the same environment, and it's really kind of bland after a while. Nothing's really changing. The only thing they really did was just make the tournament ring bigger, and you know, we didn't necessarily have any way of knowing that during any given fight. So the visuals around the characters was a little boring. And I feel like taking it and making it dark and then making it green and then however they portray this ring going forward would be actually pretty cool. And I want to kind of take everyone back to ending 9 of Dragon Ball Super. And if you think back to that ending, it really looks like they're in the Tournament Power ring, considering that everything's in shambles. It kind of looks the same way the Tournament Power ring looked after Kale basically destroyed the entire ring. And at the same time, I'm wondering if the sky eventually, maybe, you know, final 5 minutes or something, will turn completely bright as day, and it will no longer be dark and brooding and everything else like that. A lot more vibrant, a lot more colorful, as we get to see Goku, Gohan, Jiren, whoever is left standing, fight in order to save their universes. And personally, I think that's a really cool concept. I mean, even thinking further back into that ending, we get to see a whole lot of different hues in the background. There's a purple, blue, green, and you know, just the light stuff that we see at the very end there where everyone's looking on to Goku and Gohan. And personally, I think that that would be really cool. Honestly, the blandness of the World of the Void is getting on my nerves, and I'm really glad that they ended up changing it to green, and I really hope that that continues further and we get to see more and more colors come off, and it's a way of us keeping time and knowing that there's this ticking clock that we can actually see and actually feel the gravity of the situation getting worse and worse and worse as we get closer and closer to the end of the tournament. So just a short video with you guys today. Honestly, what do you think about this? Do you think that this could potentially happen, or this is not something you'd like to see? Do you want to keep it green? Do you hope that the sky doesn't change? Anything else like that? Do you hope that it does, because it will get bland if we have to just sit here for more months on end with this green or black environment for as long as we have been? So guys, what are your thoughts on that? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video out to all your friends. Don't forget to hit that bell over by the subscriber button. That's going to notify you every single time I upload. But with that being said, guys, I hope everyone has a good day. It's been real.